The story begins at Mr. Porter's store, and we see that the pups are helping in the filming of a video, but we realize that they don't know how to act, and Francois helps them with his job as director, while Rubble is acting like he's a superhero and says he'll be in the video to help with publicity. Then they get ready to start filming, and we see that he had accidentally dropped a device, which ends up causing it to go out of control, and it flies off into the city bridge. Francois is scared of falling from heights and calls the pups to ask for their help, so Ryder decides to call out to the Paw Patrol, and we see them gather to listen to the mission. Ryder starts telling them that their friend is in trouble and that they have to help him so he doesn't fall off the bridge. Then the Paw Patrol get into their vehicles, and we see that they are on their way to complete the mission. We go to the bridge, and Francois is worried because his camera was taken, but suddenly we see that he is about to fall, and they manage to arrive in time to save him from falling. While Rubble uses his vehicle to keep the crane from falling, Francois begins to say that his camera was stolen and that they must look for the pelican in order to get it back. So Rubble says that they can use the device to find its location, and they manage to realize that it is in the forest. We start to see that they are on their way to retrieve the camera, and they manage to get to the place where the pelican was. Skye approaches the pelican so she can grab it, and we see that by accident it had fallen with the bears. So they say that it would be dangerous to approach the den, and they come up with the idea that they can use the desserts to bring out the bears. Then they realize that their plan had worked, and Rubble takes the opportunity to retrieve the camera. We go to the city, and Francois shows them that he has finished the video with the nature shots. So they celebrate that they completed the mission and that they were able to help in the recording of the commercial. In the next morning, they start preparing for the farm fair, and we see that the pups are watching the Super Squirrel show, while the farmer is showing Rocky his remote-controlled tractor and says it's made with the best technology. Then we see that the mayor is preparing for the costume contest and says that the animals would be dressed as superheroes. Suddenly she realizes that her rival has arrived, and Winnie shows her that she comes better prepared. The cows begin to think they can be good friends, but their owner says no, because it would affect the contest. But suddenly we see that she had been ignored, and that this had caused the animals to run away. Yumi realizes that they are in trouble, and calls the pups to ask for their help. So Ryder decides to call the Paw Patrol, and we see them gather to listen to the mission. Ryder starts telling them that the cows are missing, and that they have to look for them while they catch the animals. Then the Paw Patrol get into their vehicles, and we see that they are on their way to complete the mission. We go to the farm, and we see Rocky using his tools to repair the fence. Chase starts sniffing around to look for the animals, and manages to realize that they are in city. We start to see that he is sniffing around the city looking for them, and they manage to bring them back to the farm, while the cows accidentally activated the remote control tractor, and they can't control it because they lost the signal. The team is on their way to try to get them to stop, and they want to use the control when they get the signal back. Rocky realizes that the device is already working, and we see that the cows hadn't stopped because they are on a downhill slope. So Chase decides that he would use his launcher to get the cows moving, and then use the net to get the tractor to stop. We go to the farm, and the contestants say they are ready to start the competition. We start to see that the cows are running to overcome the obstacles, and that the two were winners because they came in tied.